Hello everybody, how is it going? My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be checking out a brand new plugin from STL called STL Tonality Lasse Lammert. I wasn't a part of the elite YouTubers who got this early, so I couldn't drop this on launch day, but if you would like me to be a part of those elite YouTubers who get plugins before launch day, please subscribe to the channel, guys. I do tone demos, I do Axe Effects stuff, I do gear demos, and from time to time I do giveaways. I don't want you to miss any of that cool stuff. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. So Lasse is a German lad, and he has produced a lot of awesome metal albums throughout the years. I remember looking up Lasse's like amp demos like way back in the day, like I'm talking like 2009, 2010, stuff like that. And shout out to Lasse, because whenever I was doing my history of the dual rectifier from Mesa, he let me borrow one of his pictures and he let me use it in my video. So shout out to him. He's really awesome for that. So let's jump into this, and this is the official Driftwood Purple Nightmare amp sim that we're going to be checking out here. It's actually official. They worked with Driftwood to get this in here, and it sounds really cool. Let me show you a cabinet before we kick off. I am primarily going to be using my own IR. It's from GGG Zilla pack. It's the oversized 412 with a UKV30 on it with an SM57, and I'll kind of show you some of the built-in ones that we have here. Switching between them is very easy. So let me play a little bit for you. I'm using my Black Cat headless guitar with some Tosin Fishmans. So this amp sounds fantastic, first of all, and it has this really creamy midsection to it, which I really love. Let me give you a quick little tour. So you have two masters right here. This is the switch to go to master 2. A little red light comes on when you flip it right there. You do have your rumble and your, I can't see it, it's so small, it's swamp. It's kind of like your presence and your depth right here. You can switch between the distortion and clean channels right here, and they each have their own EQ, which is really nice. The switches on here are so small. I don't want to start the review off with like a complaint, but these switches are very small. So what I did was I went and actually looked up on Driftwood's site, and it kind of explains it. This is a mode you can switch to right here. This is actually like a built-in drive, because watch, if you turn it off, watch how the gain gets cut. Built-in drive, as it getting kind of popular in amps, and I think that's really cool. It kind of saves you an extra step and saves you stuff on your pedal board. You also, what was this switch right here? I forgot what that's. Oh, the gain. That is for the gain knob right there. See, I actually had it pulled up. You can't see it because it's cut off, but it's a gain knob. Is what that is right there. I wish I could shift it, but I can't. It'll screw stuff up if I shift it. So that is a, you can change the gain structure right there. If you do high, if you do low. I think I have it right in the middle. Like I said, it's super hard to see. And even if you can blow up the amp, blow it up. You can make the picture bigger on it, but you still kind of can't really see just how it's not that big of a deal, but I just thought I would point that out. Stomp boxes wise, we have in every single amp, we have a couple ones that we're going to be going through, 3 different ones. They have the equalizer here, you can turn it on off. The liver kick is a clean type of boost that's based on the TC Electronics preamp. This is Lasse's signature pedal that he had with Aries effects. I didn't use it on the Driftwood, excuse me. And this is based off of his Maxon Apex 808. This is what this is based off here. They're both really good, and this is more like a clean boost, and this is like your traditional drive, which is cool right here. And I like that the drives are different from the effects right here. So I dialed in some. I did not save it. I dialed in some effects. Let's see if I can like briefly remember what the hell I had. I didn't save it when I did it. Just kind of show you like a lead tone. I really like these effects. Let me turn this on and show you what the lead tone. lead tones on here sound great. I love the effects on here. They sound really good. Instead of just making a preset for the leads, I decided to just kind of turn it on and off just to kind of show you really quick. By the way, I made my own little bank right here, Lucas's Spank Bank. So you have album tones you can choose from. You have some default, the ones when the amps load up with. You have this is a big German word. I'm gonna say it means really cool presets, and you have a ton to choose from in here. This is the first time I really use an STL plugin, and I really like their preset patch way it's set up. So the current, you can rename it, revert it, you can save it. Let's just save it. So my effects will still be in there. You can save it. You can move it to a different bank. You can rename it. New preset, it's so organizationally pleasing to me, and I love the way it's laid out. It's really nice. So moving right along in the Spank Bank. Before we move on to a different bank in the Spank Bank, let me go to the cabinet, and I'm going to show you the cabinet right here. So you can load in your own impulse like I have right here, and I love that you can turn it off and you can turn it on. So when you turn the built-in ones on, it stays on, and you can also, you can move it around. Wow, you can actually move it around all the way around the speaker. You can pick the exact tone that you want. It's a Mesa Recto cab. You have an EO, I think that stands for Angle, is what that stands for. Gasoline, not quite sure what that one is. This is a Marshall one right here. Gasoline, diesel, maybe a diesel cab. I think that's what it stands for. Why don't you just call it spell it normal diesel? Anyway, you have that right here. Let me show you what the built-in ones sound like. And you can also look on the side right here. Your resonance, you have low pass, high pass, so you can really affect your tone in the cab. But I'm just gonna stick with this IR because I use this IR on practically everything I do. And as you can see, turn that off. I want one cabinet. No, turn it off. So yeah. Alright, I'm dumb because even though this is on, you have a blend knob right here for the mix. I have it all the way to the left, so everything you primarily are going to hear is going to come from this IR because I know this IR, I've used it a lot, and it's very easy for me to dial in stuff. I think that's going to wrap things up for the Driftwood. This thing has such creamy mids to it that it sounds really, really, really good. You can critique it any type of way you want. It sounds good. Let us move on to the next bank in the Spank Bank. Let's go to the Cummins Diesel. This is it's based off of a diesel. I think it's I don't know which one it's based off of. It's not the VH4. It's the 3-channel one. Crap, and I don't remember which diesel it's based off of. But it is diesel. As you can see, diesels are weird because everywhere that I've seen, you either love the diesel or you hate the diesel. There's no really in between. This amp isn't so much. Diesels really aren't high gain amps, to tell you the truth. They're more of like hard rock to regular rock type of amps, but you can get some sweet tones out of them if you mess with them. I think I have a drive on here. Yeah, I have both. I have the liver kick and I have the max on right here. I'm using channel 3. I got some stuff dialed in. It travels all the way up. You can do a mid cut, but I actually decided not to. And I don't remember if, I did use the EQ. So I'll play a little bit, then I'll click the EQ on. as you can see, when I dial in my preset, once you kick on all three of these, instantly comes alive. I just dialed one in the third channel. I didn't mess with the mid cut at all because when I messed with it, it's too harsh. Not harsh, but it cuts them out too fast for me anyway, and it kind of takes away what makes the diesel a diesel. But these are my settings for the Frank Dieter. It's a diesel. It's another German amp. So is the Driftwood. The Driftwood is a German amp too. So the third amp in this collection is a it's called the Meanie Machine, and I named mine the Meanie Machine. And this is it's a JCM 800, I believe what it is, but it has the V2 hot mod in it. It's basically, so for like, I believe this is how it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. So in the very first like preamp tube spot, you can put 2 tubes in there instead of 1, and you get more distortion out of it that way. And do I have the? Yes, I have this deliver kick on for this, and I'll mess with the EQ too. Classic Marshall sound. It's kind of like it without the drive, to tell you the truth. The drive makes it the max on, that is. This is very uncomplicated to dial in. It's very straightforward. You do have a master, you do have a preamp. It's your typical Marshall amp. I do like the collection of amps in here because you kind of get you get your high gain stuff. You have a Marshall if you want to do like pop punk. Stuff like that. I didn't really, I have the EQ on right here. You do have 2 EQs. I forgot about that. Sorry. You have 2 EQs, and, through each of the patches, watch, I'll show you. Well, I didn't use it on the massive wood. I used it on the Cummins a little bit. I scooped some out there. Yeah. So I added some bass in here too. So you do have 2 different spots. I just prefer to put the EQ in the effects there. And let's roll back to the Driftwood, play around with that a little bit, and then we will wrap things up. By the way, that's on my split coil position, a voice 3 single coil position on my Fishman Tosins. Wanted to kind of show you that before we wrap things up. So overall, this plugin suite, it's really great. It sounds good. It's fantastic. It isn't the easiest thing to dial in tones with. I'm gonna say that. So like when I first got it, it took me a little while. I want to say it took me about 20 to 30 minutes to kind of really zone in on the tones that I wanted. It's just also too, I haven't used STL before, by the way, so I kind of had to learn things as I was going along, meaning just kind of how they function and how the workflow is. But it's fine once you get the hang of it. Once again, I love the preset system. The preset system's good. The Purple Nightmare sounds great. The Diesel's the Diesel. You either love that or you hate that. There's really no in between there. The Marshall's great because you can do a lot of things with that. Overall, I think this is STL's best suite to date. It's cool. You do get a free demo of it, so if you want to try it out, definitely try it out. See how it sounds. Guys, if you thought this video was cool and informative, leave me a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Before we go, let me go over some stuff. The tuner is really cool. You can use it, but if you mute it, make sure you unmute it, because if you exit out, it mutes the whole plugin. You do have this little auto input thing right here, and it can kind of set it up for you if you're not used to setting your gain structure. You do have a gate right here, I just kind of left it at default. I never even really messed with it. And you do have your typical input and output knobs. Sorry I missed that during the general review. Wanted to catch that really quick, guys. So this video was cool. Once again, sorry it's the second time I'm saying this. Leave me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for spending some time with me watching this video. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.